What's up, Aries? How you doing? Come in, come in, come in. I'm your girl, Just Jazzy, and I'm doing your reading for the week of the 11th through the 15th of December, 2023. How are we? Today feels so heavy. I almost didn't do y'all's reading. I didn't do it yesterday because I just had a lot going on as kids. Last day of school today before winter breaks. We had to get teachers' gifts and stuff like that. But either way it goes, I just feel like this. I was meditating before this, and Spirit was like, "Tell this to Aries. Some of you guys need to hear that you need to focus on you." Okay, some of you guys are feeling burnt out because you're doing so much for everybody else, but like, who's taking care of you? Who is maybe not who, because maybe you do have people around you, but it's like, are you giving yourself time to be focused on you? So that is a relevant message that Spirit wanted me to give you because that is relevant for me. I know for myself, I'm like constantly going, going, going. I don't, from the moment I wake up at 5 a.m. to the moment I go to sleep at like 10 or 11. I know it's wild because I nursed. I don't sleep through the night either. I just feel like I'm constantly helping somebody. So I'm not complaining. I feel like I have a higher calling to do so, and I have hella kids, so that just is what it is. But I mean, some of you guys may be in a position where you can help people, but also make sure that you're taking care of yourself too. It's important. So some of you guys have a divine partnership you are dealing with, or it will come to you soon. I see the Hierophant. I see the Ace of Cups here. That's good shit. Strength card. All hella major arcanas, okay? Some of y'all is going to take some strength to move forward. Oh, shit. That came out pretty clear. Damn. That was like the Strength card, then the Six of Swords. So like, No, Nico. Get down. Sorry, my cat. Over here. Sorry. I hope that stays. My cat just jumped up. That's my baby. He's like, he peeked up like, can I get up here? He can't get up here. He knows he can't get up here. Some of you are going to have to balance something out because there's just like too many, I feel like this was supposed to be a partnership, but there was something else in the equation, like adding too much. The Three of Coins popped up, the Three of Pentacles. That's usually like a collaboration, but sometimes on a darker scale, it could be like a third party, and that doesn't always have to be somebody new entering in, like a side person coming in, but it could just be like somebody's focused on something and it's taking up time away from this connection, and it's causing like, yeah, but the King of Wands is here, which is a true player, bro. It's a true player. So it's you're moving on from this King of Wands. Okay, Aries? I don't know what that means for y'all. This could be your energy that you're moving out of. You could be like this King of Wands person. You're moving away from that. Or you guys are just like really focused on your own projects, your own entrepreneurship, your own crafts, and you are moving away from things that pull you from that. Spirit saying good job if that's what the case is. Yeah, the Emperor, and that's your energy. That is definitely your energy. I just get this vibe that something's like pulling you away from what you're really wanting to focus on. Like you're focused on a lot of things because of this partnership. I don't even know why I get that feeling because the Seven of Cups is not even present. But what is the past energy for Aries Spirit? What's the past energy? I felt that. Past energy for Aries. Yeah, you got the Six of Pentacles here, which is like giving. It's giving, right? It's supposed to be equal give and take, reciprocity. But I only see you giving the gifts right here. I just see you giving and handing out and being very charitable, but at what cost, right? At what cost are we being charitable? Goodness. somebody's like invading your space, right? And it just stinks. It's not like, or you're in a space where you feel like your privacy is just invaded. Like something about like, I don't know what that's about, but it just feels like if you could move, you would. Maybe some of you guys are moving away. Maybe the Six of Swords is what that's saying is moving. Some of you guys are going to be moving. Um, what is the present energy for Aries? So I only have one card for that. So you got the nine of Pentacles in reverse. Something about y'all's money too. Something that's going on with y'all's money. I think it feels like you're just giving too much of it away. It looks like you were once stable by yourself, but that's flipped over. You were once stable and super abundant. Like, look, she, I think it's like the 8 of Pentacles or the 7 of Pentacles. It's probably the 7. But this person is watering her seeds, waiting for it to grow. Now you're at the 9 of Pentacles, and they have grown. Like, the tomatoes have grown, the carrots have grown, and so they're picking their abundance, right? Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles is all about focusing on work. And then the 9 of Pentacles is like, it's grown. It's grown, right? What is the present energy? Okay. Some of y'all have been through a lot. You've gone through a lot in love, right? Some of you guys went through, I heard, hell and high waters, okay? And now you decided to give it another chance. Give it another go. But what you ended up doing is picking up one more wand, and now that's just a heavy fucking burden. Now I'm hearing money is growing slower. Okay, what looked like a stable yeah, what looked like a stable offer is just kind of slow. It's pulling in things rather slowly now. And then the Magician is right here, which is good. The Magician is good because it's like you're trying to manifest. You realize that you're trying to manifest it fastly, but it's not coming quick enough for you. You're growing a little impatient, I feel like, Aries. Okay. What is the future energy for Aries? What's the future energy for Aries? Those dogs, man. All throughout air signs readings, they were just going off. If you haven't watched my readings from last week, please do. Go watch it. Okay. Justice came out. At first it was upright, then it flipped over to a reverse. So just be careful. What is the... Yeah, just be careful that you're not like too open-hearted to somebody, that you end up in a very unjust situation, okay? Guard your heart, Aries. Guard your heart, protect yourself emotionally. Don't get caught up in situations where you're so emotionally involved to where you're getting involved negatively with the law, is what I heard, or you just ending up in unjust situations. Okay, and here's what I heard. Have you ever heard that saying where it's like, be careful who you get involved with because you could be picking up their karma, right? Like you can be, and vice versa, like whoever's getting involved with you could be picking up your karma. Like they put themselves right in the mix of whatever karma you, or vice versa, you know, that person is like having to go through. So be careful because this is the vibes it's getting. It's giving. Let's clarify. Clarify the justice in reverse. Clarify the justice in reverse. Okay. Damn. Well, let's read it. Okay. I mean, this is pretty clear to me. But, like, it just shows, like, you have the Queen of Pentacles sitting right here. And then you have the Knight of Cups, which is like a really romantic night, right? This can be somebody giving a love offer, maybe proposing, whatever, what have you. But they're coming to you with very little money. So I feel like this is your energy, the Queen of Pentacles right here, and this is theirs. They're a Page of Pentacles, right? They don't have much. And something about this has to be tempered out. And I feel like it's needing to be tempered out because I feel like from what I'm seeing is you just have a very giving soul. And so be careful that you're not trying to fix someone or um, lift somebody off the ground or whatever what have you, because you can end up like right in the mud with them. Like this is why it's saying things are unjust, because things are gonna have to be balanced out regardless. Like be careful who you're helping. That's gonna be y'all's title. Be careful who you're helping. Why the Six of Pentacles in the past, Spirit? Yeah, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and that just means like in the past you were so focused on your work. It just feels like you're so focused on your craft. A lot of these cards are coming out upside down. They're flipping out upside down. I think whatever this was in the past, it took your focus away from your hard work, and that can happen, right? Sometimes we can be so involved in like our work and so um like narrow-minded, right? We got our blinders on and we were focused, and then love walks in and we're like, oh shit, and now we're not putting as much time as we used to. We're not, we're slacking a little bit, and we're thinking, well, things are still good, we're still thriving, things we can balance it out here or there. But what's happening is it became imbalanced, because presently there's the Nine of Pentacles, which is not please explain this Nine of Pentacles, Spirit. Explain the Nine of Wands, Spirit, in reverse. Explain the Ace of Wands, Spirit, in reverse. These cards are popping up in reverse. Aries is giving the same kind of energy that it was giving last week, where it was just like, be careful, right? It really was like, be careful. Because like what could have gone great for you is getting flipped because of who you're dealing with. If things are not looking right, your money's not looking right, you're not feeling as passionate as you used to, you're not feeling as hopeful as you once did, you're not feeling, as abundant as you once did. This is why. It's because of who you're dealing with. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Spirit didn't even give me no more cards. They're like, you're saying it right, bro. Look, I'm checking to see if I'm holding the cards upside down. I'm not. These cards are right side up. They're coming out. They're all coming out upside down. This is the Four of Wands. This is a marriage. This is a celebration. This is a union. It's upside down. It's just giving that you connected yourself to feels like a energy vampire is what it feels like. Like it's sucking you fucking dry. And you're giving to it because you have a big heart and you feel like this is the right thing to do. But I'm telling you, it's not just. It's not just. In the future is saying it's not just. All right. What are the oracle messages for Aries, Spirit? Let's get this. Let's get this out. Let's get this together. Wrap this up. Y'all's readings, 15:15 on the clock for anybody who that might be relevant for. Go look that up. Look that up. 15:15 angel number. See what that means. What are the messages? What are the messages for Aries? The reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. Yeah, you may feel like you're just so spiritually connected to this person. You may feel deep on the inside that you do need to disconnect from this person, but it hurts. It hurts because you feel like there's a soul tie here. You feel like there's like a heavy ass connection. Careful, because sometimes we think it's a connection and it's just a trauma bond. I really felt like I needed to say that. Sometimes we feel like we're so connected to somebody because we just cannot let them go, and it's really just a trauma bond. And let me tell you something. Story time. We always have to get to story time, right? But I experienced this in my life. I experienced this when I was with my ex. I had no idea what a trauma bond was. I had no idea what any of that was. And we would initially, in the beginning of the relationship, we would be like the love making was so passionate. Everything seemed so, he seemed so sweet. We'd hang out, I'd get all the butterflies, all the things. We'd text, I could not stop smiling, like, oh my god, he just seemed so perfect, right? And then he'd drop a curveball and be like, we gotta stop talking. He'd have like one reason after another, and I'd be like, okay. And so then I'd be crying, I'd be playing my breakup songs. He would even, this is how you know it was sick. He would make the CDs for me to listen to, and it was all breakup music. And so my was the word damaged, toxic self. Um, I literally would listen to that, and I would listen to the songs, and I would just think, oh, this is him singing, like, this is how he feels. This is him expressing himself in the music to me. I was ridiculous. No, I wasn't. I was somebody who had a huge heart, and I couldn't see nothing but good in people. I couldn't see past that. I didn't have the heart that I have now, where I'm like guarded, shut down. You prove to me first that I can trust you, and then I'll let you in. I didn't have that kind of mindset back then, and he knew it. And so he preyed on that and created a trauma bonding cycle, right? Because um, it would be like, it's over, but before you know it, he's texting like, hey, we're talking again, and I'm smiling again, and it's the butterflies. Well, I miss you. Well, I can meet you tonight. And here we are back in the cycle, right? And it's like, I think we should break up. And it literally, I had never experienced anything like this. So by the time we were getting married, we were like, I was telling people like, this is a real connection. Like we have tried to let each other go, and we can't. Like, it just feels like we just keep getting pulled back together. Literally, this is how it felt. Okay, this is how it felt. And so I always thought, for like 13 years, I thought that like we had a really really blessed spiritual connection that nobody else had ever really experienced. I really thought this was like something deep and special, right? There was a bunch of other signs where I just felt like we were really meant to be together. um so I think it took for me to, we had divorced, we were getting back together, and trying to reconcile a couple of years later. And there was another chick in the picture, and she ended up telling me what was going on from her perspective as far as their involvement goes, because he had been telling me a completely different thing, but she backed it up with screen text and all the shit. So confronting him about it, he was just like kind of telling me how it was like he'd been breaking up with her, but it was hard to let her go. And she had kind of explained something to me that sounded like a trauma bond. And I was like, at this point, I knew what a trauma bond was. And I was just like, damn. I was like, fuck. It really, after that final breakup, I had to go through a very long ass process of healing, because I was replaying a lot of shit in my head. And I was like, damn. It just is a crumble. I'm surprised the tower's not here. It's just the crumbling of the facade, of the illusion. The whole illusion was shattered. And I thanked that girl. I said, thank you, because you cleared the mental fog that I had been in for the last 13 years. And so that's just deep. And I just say that to say, because me and him have been married, we'd had kids, all this stuff. Sometimes we think it's such a strong soul tie when we're not. It's not really a soul tie. Well, it becomes a soul tie, right? But really, it's a trauma bond, okay? And that means we need to heal. We need to heal ourselves so that we can break ourselves out of the cycle and make sure that we don't continue to be in that kind of cycle anymore, okay? Some of y'all needed to hear that. Spirit, what is another message you have? I'll be going deep with y'all, but I posted something on Facebook earlier. I saw this meme that was like transparency. I don't know. I have to look it up. Follow me on Instagram and I can post it on my story so that y'all can see it. But it was deep. It was just about like I'm transparent so people can hear my story and then have the voice to speak out about things they're too scared to heal through, or something along those lines. But I'm like, yeah, damn right. Like I share my story and I'm very honest about what I've been through. And it's mainly because I know other people need to hear it, right? And I know sometimes people can hear it and they don't even comprehend it and they still have to go through it. But then they have that light bulb that goes off when they go through it and they're like, oh, so and so was talking about this. And now they know how to navigate themselves through it because, just because they were blind to it at first, now they know how to further prevent themselves from ending up in holes that I had to end up in because I didn't know, you know. But that's just how I've been since I was a little kid. Since I was a little girl, like I would go, I went through shit growing up. I had an abusive stepfather. Okay, I had a really abusive stepfather, and I never hid it. I never hid that shit. People would tell me, and my whole life, people just thought I was crazy because they would ask me like, "How am I doing?" And I would say like, "Yeah, I got beat yesterday, and then he drugged me by my hair and choked me." Like, I would say that. I would just straight up, just like, or I would put it in poetry, and I would like read it in front of the whole church. And so, I've always been that person. When I got pregnant with my child at 16, I ended up having like three different other young girls who experienced the same thing who had come to me, and I ended up mentoring because they had nobody else. So it's just been what I've done my whole life, and maybe some of y'all need to hear that. Maybe some of you guys are like, why am I going through this? Maybe because God knows you're strong enough to go through it so that you can heal through it and overcome it so that you can then help other people because you're vocal enough to speak up about it and speak out about it so that others will heal through it. And I got chills, and that's confirmation because some of y'all needed to hear that. Some of y'all you're going through this so that you can validate other people. Okay? You are the key to somebody's validation. Whew, that's intense. What is the last message for Aries? I didn't even read this. Okay. So the second one was you want a person who comes into your life by accident but stays on purpose. Okay. Some of y'all are dealing. Do we have what? Yeah, you got somebody who is an imposter for real. Okay. Okay. So, for some of y'all, this is new love coming in. Okay. Or for some of y'all, this is just you learning to love yourself again. But the second one is you want a person who comes into your life by accident but stays on purpose. Okay. Some of you guys got caught into this connection because of just that. You thought, oh, this person accidentally came. They're meant to be here. um, yeah, that's what it's giving. It's not giving any more than that. Like, sometimes be careful. Oh God, I just heard that because you can be dealing with manipulators, Aries, who you think they came by accident, and maybe they did accidentally stumble upon you, but they purposely stayed because they saw a way to come up. They saw what am I trying to say? It's giving like homeless vibes. It's getting like somebody who's homeless and then they see you got like a big house, so they're like, I'm gonna talk to this person or something like that, something to that extent. Like you had something they didn't. So like staying on purpose because they need you. It's codependent. They need you. So of course they're gonna stay on purpose. I have found the one that my soul loves. Aries, at the end of the day, focus on your own self-love. And then yes, that's definitely going to happen for you. Finding the one that your soul loves. I think when we learn to love our own souls, we teach other people how to love them, right? We teach other people how to love us. If we're constantly giving and allowing people to take, they're going to think, well, it's okay to take. Boundaries is what I'm hearing. Boundaries for you, Aries. All right, that's all I have to say to y'all this week. But do come back. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me _ just JUST Jazzy JAZZII _ That's on all platforms. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, even on Facebook. So you can follow me on all platforms, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.